Welcome to the awards ceremony for Power of the Pen Online, the university school district tournament that took place on January 29th this year. My name is Charlie Oberndorf. I teach 7th grade English. University School has been part of Power of the Pen since its founding days. I joined the process in 1987. Later that year, my first son would be born, and I would sell my first story to a science fiction anthology called Full Spectrum. I bring this up because I was 27. My first dreams of being a writer began when I was 9 years old and in 4th grade. During most of my years at school, I wrote because I had agreeable English teachers who were willing to read my stories. I wrote alone as a writer, and it wouldn't be until many years later that I joined writers' groups in which writers share their first drafts with each other. I hope Power of the Pen has given you that chance now to write, to share your writing, to talk about what makes for good writing. I also hope that you had a rewarding few hours responding to the prompts in practice and at the contest. We are soon going to present awards to writers who wrote some very strong pieces. Before I present the awards, I'd like to remind all of you that judging writing is a tricky business. Herman Melville's Moby Dick received mixed reviews when it came out in 1851, and it did not sell well. 70 years later, in the 1920s, important critics praised it, and it became the famous novel that high schoolers dread and older readers adore. And sometimes judges have to make choices between 2 or 3 strong pieces when they decide who gets first, second, and third place in the same round. If you enjoyed writing, if your writing was the best you could write that morning, we hope that you accept that as its own award. As a nonprofit organization, Power of the Pen depends on generous sponsors to provide funds to operate and staff tournaments and create learning materials such as the Book of Winners for young writers. We are grateful to the Landers Circle Kiwanis Club for also sponsoring this year's district tournament. The Kiwanis Club has funded the awards and plaques for this tournament ever since the district tournament was first hosted by Ballard Grady Middle School over 30 years ago. Each year, representatives of the Kiwanis Club have joined us to hand out the awards, and we miss their presence this year. Additional support for the 2021-2022 academic year has been provided by Ohio Humanities, the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the Federal American Rescue Plan of 2021. We also thank the coaches and judges who made the tournament possible. Coaches, you've been dedicated to helping school students develop their own unique creative voice. These students will forever remember the emotionally safe and supportive environment you provided for them as they shared their writing and learned to give and receive feedback. Judges, you spent a number of hours reading what our contestants wrote, and you took the time to consider the merits of each piece. You took on the unenviable task of ranking one piece against another, and we know that sometimes those choices were not easy. For that careful consideration and the words of advice you offered our writers, we thank you. Writers, we are proud of you for being a part of Power of the Pen. You met with your team and practiced for many weeks to prepare for the competition. And you got up early on a Saturday and wrote in 3 40-minute rounds on tournament day. You are truly dedicated to becoming the best writer you can be. We are always excited to read your work. Every writer brings a unique perspective and their own life experiences to each piece. Your skills as a writer and storyteller will serve you well in school, in work, and among friends. Your ability to tell a story may well help others see the world from different perspectives to help us understand each other a little better. Thank you, parents and families, for supporting these young writers, as they have worked for many hours to come up with just the right phrases that pull the readers into their worlds. Here is a quick overview how online tournament works. The online district tournament features 3 40-minute rounds. In each round, students write a piece based on a prompt made available to them at the start of each round. By the end of the day, the student's writing is emailed to the judges. For each round, the judge reads 6 pieces. The stories are ranked from 6th to 1st place. The judge awards each piece quality points ranging from 75 to 100 points. Scores are tallied to determine the individual team awards. The schools participating in the 2022 University School Tournament are Ballard Brady Middle School, Beechwood Middle School, Communion of Saints School, Gross-Schechter Day School, Hudson Middle School, Mandel Jewish Day School, Mayfield Middle School, Memorial Middle School, Notre Dame Elementary School, Ratner Montessori School, Revere Middle School, Ruffing Montessori School, Shaker Heights Middle School, Solon Middle School, St. Anselm School, and University School. We will now present the best of round and director's choice. The number one pieces from each round are reviewed by a committee, and the best of round is awarded for each round. Best of round winners qualify for their regional tournament. I apologize in advance for all the names I'm about to mispronounce. The 7th grade best of round are from Revere Middle School, Coach Coney Tartara, Ivans-Dowles by Olivia Marola. Round 2 from Ballard Brady Middle School, Coach Jenna Drozd, I Promise I Wouldn't Forget by Amarachi Yuda. Round 3 from Revere Middle School, Coach Connie Tartara, What the World Sees by Clara Rauschert. 8th grade best of round winners are round 1 from Memorial Middle School, Coach Chelsea Apicello, It's About Her by Ayesha Faruqi. Round 2 from Shaker Heights Middle School, Coach Erica Pfeiffer, The Monster Under the Bed by Isabel Siegel. Round 3 from Brady Middle School, Coach Sarah Benedito, Double Trouble by Ishan Bhatt. Director's Choice Awards are given to writing that also deserves special recognition. Director's Choice winners qualify for the regional tournament. There's only one Director's Choice Award this year. 8th grade, round 2 from University School, Failures of the Past by Adonis Wozni. We now move on to the individual awards. 16 schools participated in the tournament with 83 students writing in the 7th grade and 66 students writing in the 8th grade. The top 12 writers in each grade level are honored with awards. The writers in 4th through 12th place will receive a medallion. The 3rd place winner at each grade level will receive a bronze medal. The 2nd place winner a silver medal, and the 1st place winner a gold medal. Power of the Pen will deliver the awards as quickly as possible, but please be patient. The 7th grade individual awards. 12th place from Hudson Middle School, Sophie Daniel. 11th place from Communion of Saints, Mirabelle Hattier. 10th place from Mandel Jewish Day School, Alma Saltzman. 9th place from Shaker Heights Middle School, Anders Beckman. 8th place from Hudson Middle School, Autumn Lewis. 7th place from Revere Middle School, Olivia Marola. 6th place from Ratner Montessori School, Brian Gunzler. 5th place from Communions of Saints School, Mercy Ewan. 4th place from Brady Middle School, Amarachi Yuda. 3rd place from Mayfield Middle School, the bronze medalist Quinn Little. 2nd place from Solon Middle School, the silver medalist Manasvi Gurajala. Our gold medal winner received a perfect rank score of 300 points, which means that all 3 pieces were ranked in 1st place. 1st place from Revere Middle School, Clara Rauschert. Congratulations to the 7th grade writers. We now move on to the 8th grade individual winners. 12th place from Mayfield Middle School, Elizabeth Balaz. 11th place from Hudson Middle School, Elizabeth Thompson. 10th place from Shaker Middle School, Sarah Holbrook. 9th place from Hudson Middle School, Selena Lee. 8th place from Memorial Middle School, Aisha Faruqi. 7th place from Ballard Brady Middle School, Sophie Lang. 6th place from Mayfield Middle School, Lauren Williams. 5th place from University School, Ian Breuer. 4th place from University School, Adonis Wozni. 3rd place, our bronze medalist from Ballard Brady Middle School, Vivian Key. Our first and second place winners both earned first place in all 3 rounds of writing. Their rank score was a perfect 300. Only 3 quality points separated the two. Second place from Ballard Brady Middle School, our silver medalist, Panka Carmen. And first place from Solon Middle School, our 8th grade gold medalist, Abigail Jean. Congratulations to our 8th grade award winners. Students who placed in the top 12 qualify for the online regional tournament, which will take place on March 5th. Hudson Middle School will be our gracious virtual host. In addition, about the top 50% of the writers in the district tournament will qualify for the online regional tournament. We will notify each school of its qualifiers soon after this awards ceremony. We now move on to the team awards. Next up are the team awards. Overall awards are given for first, second, and third place. Each team will receive a plaque to display in the school. For the 7th grade, third place from Pepper Pike, coached by Jana Droz, Ballard Brady Middle School. Second place from Bath, coached by Connie Tartara, Revere Middle School. And first place from Hudson, coached by Mike Fijis, Hudson Middle School. Congratulations to the 7th grade teams. For the 8th grade, third place from Mayfield Heights, coached by Shannon Saunders, Mayfield Middle School. Second place from Hudson, coached by Mike Fijis, Hudson Middle School. And first place from Pepper Pike, coached by Sarah D. Benedetto, Ballard Brady Middle School. Congratulations to our winning schools and to everyone who wrote in the tournament today. But do not shut off the video. I have a few announcements. First, please be patient regarding the delivery of the awards. Power of the Pen will deliver them as soon as possible. Schools will be notified by email of their individual results, including regional qualifiers. We will email student writing, ballots, and instructions for the regional tournament soon after this awards ceremony. For news about Power of the Pen, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Finally, we would love to hear from our coaches, students, and parents about the impact of Power of the Pen and what it's had on your lives. We'd also love for you to send us photos of students as they were writing. Use the testimonial form in the right-hand column of the homepage of powerofthepen.org to submit photos. Congratulations again for our winning schools and to everyone who wrote in the tournament today. Thank you again for being a part of Power of the Pen. We look forward to reading more Power of the Pen writing on March 5th at the regional tournament. In the meantime, write what you love to write and proofread when you have time. Thank you and take care.